Thank you for meeting with me today. My name is Daniela Werner, and this is my research presentation and pitch. We all know that Gardner's Berry Farm offers a quality product. The reason I've asked you here today is to talk about how we can get people outside these walls to know about the product and actually buy it. I've conducted primary and secondary research that leads me to this conclusion. People say they are in favor of buying organically and locally grown food, but they don't always put feet to their actions when it comes to buying local food. Why is that, you ask? Funny that you should ask. Because of two major reasons, according to a random online survey that I conducted. They either believe it is too expensive or they cite lack of availability, which is two-pronged. Either local food is sold at farmers markets and stores that are too far away from them, or these places are not open the same convenient hours of retail grocery stores. Excuse me while I move through this slide. I decided to pursue one of two seemingly ubiquitous concerns mentioned by more than half of the people that I surveyed. The concern is of the belief that local produce is too expensive for the average budget. This primary research leads me to this question, which is the impetus for my continued research. How much value do people place on getting a good deal on their grocery shopping instead of buying the best quality groceries for their health? I could have pursued determining if people are correct in their seemingly widespread assumptions that local food is too expensive for the average budget. I chose not to pursue this because Gardner's Berry Farm does sell berries at rates that are competitive with retail grocery stores. If they didn't, people like this in this photo would not be sitting here happy with their berries. Gardner's Berry Farm currently grows organic, delicious blueberries and blackberries each summer. The farm is an attractive option for tourists and locals both to spend time picking fresh produce. The farm's current public relations efforts include an email marketing list, a Facebook page, and a basic website. Its target public is women who are 41 to 51 years old. A classic buyer persona fashioned for this brand is Kathy Herndon, 49 years old. She's a wife, mother, and grandmother. She appreciates quality food and enjoys being outdoors. She likes to bake. She loves to garden, as you see here in this photo. Because of all these qualities and because she likes supporting local business, she's the perfect candidate for this farm to market to. Competitors for the farm are any local berry farm within a 25-mile radius of Gardner's Berry Farm. One such place is Broom Bush Farm, which is a competitor in terms of product and location, but not in terms of online marketing. They have a very old, hardly updated blog spot for their website, and they don't have any social media accounts. So very underdeveloped online presence. My capstone project will mark Gardner's Berry Farm as a very progressive business online with a very active presence. Customers will receive a quality online experience and also a quality offline experience when they go pick berries. And soon the farm will be close to an interstate exit, so marketing, outdoor advertising especially, will become very good for the farm. The SWOT analysis for my campaign reveals the following strengths. The farm property, it's clean and attractive. People like picking on it because they don't get their shoes dirty. There's no crazy animals. It's great. The berries are a seller. People like quality food when they're buying their local produce. They won't buy it if it's not quality, according to a study. Also, there's a trend to buy locally sourced food, and a study tells us that people have been buying more local food because of their health benefits. There's less chemicals involved. There's no transportation involved. Much healthier for you. Our weaknesses include there's currently no allotment of campaign funds for Facebook because of EdgeRank prioritizing posts that are paid for. This is not good. If we want to grow the Facebook page, we have got to invest some money in it. The farm's location can be seen as a weakness because it's relatively far from a lot of neighborhoods and a lot of the residential areas within this 25-mile radius that we're trying to focus on. Again, when that interstate exit comes along, that'll be different. But until now, people have to take a lot of county roads to get there until the exit is built. There's very little outdoor advertising in an area that's heavily populated by motorists, and I think that it would be better for the farm to have more billboards. Opportunities include branding and logo creation. There's no set logo for the berry farm, and I think that this would be a wonderful opportunity. Also, increased website and social media engagement, And last but not least, and perhaps most importantly, an increased customer base. Where are we getting the money? What's all of this for, that increased customer base? Let's talk about threats for a minute. Inclement weather, we can't control it, and it will keep people from picking at the farm. Also, other produce farms in the area. Farmers Market Authority lists all the produce farms, especially the U-Pick ones, and there's several of them out there. Lack of farmers availability. Lack of farmers market availability, I should say. Should one of the local farmers markets go under, that's one less venue for the farm to sell berries at, and that's where they do a lot of their business. Let's talk about the primary research. Out of 116 survey participants, almost 95 of those were female. And this is not to say that men don't care about this topic, but I believe that because women make most purchasing decisions in modern households, this survey was probably more interesting to more women. Almost 83% of the participants, that's a lot, were female. In the questions, a lot of people were asked, how passionate and proactive are you about purchasing locally sourced food? As you can see here, most people chose answer number 2, which is this one right here. They said, I believe in purchasing locally sourced food, but I do not often do it. We got a good amount of responses with people saying, I do often do it, but we got to work on that. Another option they had was to say, complete the sentence. I like to pick a U-Pick farm because, or I like to visit a U-Pick farm. The answers that got the most responses were number 1, when the produce I want is in season. 2, to have an enjoyable time with friends or family. 3, to enjoy the sunshine and quality time outdoors. Also the option to say, because I believe in supporting local farmers. Those all got a ton of activity or selection. Interesting enough, let's go back to this. Less than 30% of people chose answer number 7, which was, I visit a U-Pick farm because the prices are lower than retail grocery stores, which confirms my suspicion that people think that locally sourced food is just incredibly expensive, too expensive for their budget. Let's talk about my evaluation. This online survey has drawn attention to a common theme, which is that people value local food. They like the economic stimulation behind supporting local business, but they don't necessarily think that it's good for their budget to buy it. So we're working on that. This causes me to focus future research on the priority people give to pricing when purchasing their food. I also aim to find out how much people prefer to spend money on quality food that improves their health versus saving money on whatever happens to be on sale. In my campaign, along with moving forward with what's currently in place for PR, I'd like to create a Pinterest and Instagram account for the farm. These are platforms that continue to have a strong following. They're not going out of style, which is dangerous in choosing social media networks. You don't want to choose one that's going to fade quickly. Pinterest has more than 40 million active users per month. That's a lot of people. Instagram has a competitive engagement rate that competes with Facebook's. Like 57% of people get on Instagram at least once a day. That's a lot of people. So I want to see us there because those are really powerful platforms, especially for female users. These are my references. Should you have any questions, please contact me. I really appreciate your time today. Thank you.